Okay, fellas, Frankie Day here on YouTube. Okay, fellas, this is video number 4 for my Cold War aircraft group build. Featuring again my 1/72nd scale REVELL of Germany C54 Skymaster. Okay, guys, taking off the last video, I went ahead and gave this thing about 4 coats of primer. And using a rattle can, a Krylon Clear, which is my favorite varnish of choice. Like I said, mentioned in the last video, folks, what I did, I should have made a video of that, but I went ahead and did it anyway and painted the model. Before I discuss any further, I went ahead and took my primer paint. My primer paint has been dried. I want to give about 4 coats of gloss. I gloss up that primer real nice and shiny, so it's almost mirror-like. Because believe me, folks, when you're using natural aluminum finishes on aircraft, always to have a good, smooth, glossy finish on there. That way you can assure a very pliable and very beautiful a paint job will result too after it dries. And it's actually preparing to paint like that for too. Aluminum is kind of hard to put on, folks. The only way you work with aluminum is by additional coats all the time, so you want to stay away from additional coats. So it's always good to make a good primer coat, make sure it's glossed up good real first before you apply your finished aluminum finish, what you choose. Okay, folks, that was done. I went ahead and let it dry. I went ahead and used this clads over here. Now I used this once before for 1130 group build with my Arado float plate I done, and I only did that for the floats only, which was color call outs for the kit itself. But I went ahead and used this in my Skymaster. I bought like 2 bottles of this, and this stuff goes on pretty well, fellas, without a fuss. So therefore, what I did, I went ahead and put on about 3 coats of that, and I let the thing dry overnight. And believe me, folks, that was applied with their brush. That's dry. Now, there's 2 types of alcads to get. Now, if you prefer a good buff, real shiny finish, you got to make sure this gloss black is on it first. They got a special primer for that to accept that color as shade of alcad. But I went ahead and used this, which goes over primer, which works well. But it can't be buffed out, folks. Using a nice soft rag. Use something really soft that you can take it. You can buff it real easy, and make sure you put on some gloves too, folks. That way you don't want to leave no godly fingerprints on natural finish. So far, I've handled this thing pretty much a couple times without these gloves on, just by accident, without thinking. And believe me, folks, with no finger marks on it at all. So that stuff dries pretty hard like a shell. So I highly recommend it for how much it usually costs. It does a good job. I'm pretty happy with it. And so that's actually the finish and overall gives you like a oxidized aluminum finish, as that is the real aircraft that's more or less immersed with natural weather, such as sunlight and wind and such. Okay, guys, enough talk right now. I'm going to go back and swing around and take a look at the Skymaster, and I'll give it a walk around with the Lazy Susan and discuss how it's done and what's got to be done on it. And we'll come back and finish up the video and I'll discuss the final reveal. And what I'll be doing in between the Skymaster right here, I'll probably be starting on Steve's, Jake Cutler's Dakota group build. So be sure, folks, you got time, join up in his group build. Because Steve, I'm pretty sure Steve would like that and enjoy it. And I believe it's a joy to me if you guys join in my build. So, like I say, fellas, before we swing over the camera and take a look at the Skymaster here, I'd like to be able to tell the folks that we'll have a good show in this, and it'll be a good group build. The group build will go for until the 1st of next year. So I'll give you more time to finish up the other group builds so you can jump in mine. Okay, folks, just had a brain freeze a while ago. I'm a little tired, so please excuse me. Okay, guys, we'll switch over the camera over here, take a look at the Skymaster here. Get this damn toad out of my throat. Okay, fellas, we'll go on a little closer here with this camera. Keep it as tired without obscuring the overall view of the aircraft. As I airbrush it with alcads, folks, like I told you, put about 4 coats on it. It works real well. It works real good. Now, if by using shades of black or dark sea blue sometimes, you could temp that aluminum down and mask off and make panels. I may do that on this one here. And so actually that Alcaz gives it more or less like an oxidized aluminum finish. Now this airplane can be smoothed out and buffed out. So what I'll be doing when it dries, I'm going to give it a good buffing. So I'm going to buff the thing out with a soft rag so it's good and smooth. Then I'll go over there and take some masking tape. I'm going to go ahead and do some masking and paint some panels on it by using a tint of aluminum by using blacks and blues. Oh, squeeze a little more, guys. There we go. I got the undercarriage on. There's a lot of parts that got the undercarriage doors need to be put on. Also the retracting linkage, which pulls the landing gear doors, has got to be also installed on the main undercarriage. So the main undercarriage ain't quite done yet, folks. It's more or less it's there in its entirety with a couple parts that its landing gear covers. And I'm going to remove that tissue out of there, folks, when I get done to it. So the finished touches is I'm going to make some crates. Now, I was thinking about making some crates out of paper and everything, and use the felt tip marker and color them up. I said, what the heck? I'll go the other route. So I went ahead like they went this. So let me some good spruce wood right here. And I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to cut nice, neatly boxes using my Mighty Mite. And I'm going to use a nice engineering pencil right here. I'm going to go ahead and detail the crates and simulate the slats, how they're constructed. So I'm going to use this piece of wood right here. It's spruce. I don't want to use no balsa. I stay away from that balsa as much as I can. One thing balsa is good for is those little flying tissue models. Okay, guys, I'm looking at it pretty good on here. I'm going to probably go ahead and give it a good buff that really well. Give it at least another coat of that Alcaz aluminum on there, and I think it'll fill the bill right there. Now, you guys wondering, okay, Frankie, how are you going to paint them de-icer boots on the Skymaster? Well, fellas, this is how old Frankie D is going to do it. I've got some decal paper over here. I'm going to take a decal paper, and I'm going to airbrush flat matte black on it. Then when the flat black is done, I'm going to give a light coat of Krylon clear with seal the paint onto the paper itself. Then what I'm going to do, taking a cardboard or vanilla card stock, anything that's cardboard, folks, it works real well, stick it underneath the wings and trace the outline of the wings on the cardboard using a template. Then take that and make myself some decal kits that I'm going to put on this aircraft here. Instead of painting it black first and masking it off, so I'm going to do it the way I used to do it a lot of years ago. Make some decal paper, make a nice paint kit, make a nice decal kit by using the templates of the outline of your wings. So I don't think no problem will be presented by using decals on top of this Alcaz. This Alcaz, it's pretty much on there, folks. So one thing about this plate, folks, when you use aluminum thin plates, you can make sure you don't want to get none of that orange peel effect, because that's one thing I stayed away from aluminum plates, because sometimes they'll orange peel on you. So what you got to do is go ahead and make sure your surface is good and clean, and make sure that your plate, your aluminum plate is nicely mixed evenly, so it passes the airbrush up us. And it's like a Skymaster, folks, no doubt about it. An oversized DC-3, that's what she was. Donald Douglas, he designed some most beautiful looking airplanes, and somehow his airplanes were the most useful airplanes ever used in the history of aviation. Starting out with the beautiful DC-2, the DC-3, the C47 Dakota, the Skymaster, and also the United States Navy, the last piston aircraft used is the 86 Skyraider. There's another Douglas aircraft that was very beautiful and had done its job right and spent about 3 decades of great service for the military. So Donald Douglas, he had his game together pretty much. He had designed the Globemaster, the C-124, the C-74, and so his name still goes on strong today. although the man is deceased. So that plate goes on here pretty good, folks, out no fuss. So I highly recommend it, Alclads. And I'm going to have the crew door here open here, so in case somebody wants to take a look inside, they can see how detailed it is in there. And this part's on this kit that'll let you see the detail pretty good, but you've got to really get in and look at it. So I'm going to take these maskings off on the windscreen here, folks, after we get all the stuff done. So most of the work now is just a lot of decaling I'll be doing. So I'm going to make myself some stencils for my decals, make a nice decal kit for this here aircraft, and save the stencils for the other one I'm going to get me. I'm going to make me another Skymaster. And so this is a beautiful airplane, folks. It's I highly recommend you guys getting this airplane. If you've got one in your stash, you're a lucky fella. And so you want to make quite certain that that you study the instructions quite well, because there's a lot of parts that are in the instructions, folks, are not very clear in the assembling of the model. So you more or less got to look at the part and look at the plans, the way how they design it, and you got no problem. And only one problem I had about this plane, folks, I don't know if I mentioned it on the last video, but with all that internal parts that was built and buttoned up inside this here fuselage, when you join the fuselage heads together, it's going to be very tight to join them together. So you're quite certain you take it back with a number 11 blade and scrape that paint out there. Make sure you don't want no darn paint on your fuselage heads when you join them, and use acrylic. I mean, not acrylic, but acrylite glue, crazy glue, super glue. Use that on there and hold it real good and tight, and it'll do the job. It'll hold that fuselage in. So that's about the only fit problem that it was, folks, is getting that fuselage joined together. And after I fiddle-faddled with it for a while, I went ahead and just got it done. Okay, guys, another thing too, I'm going to be doping the control surfaces, because they were doped. They weren't natural aluminum. They were actually like Silver aluminum doped, canvas doped. So I'm going to dull my aluminum down a little bit to simulate the canvas, to make some pan lines on this thing. And the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, I shall have this thing done by this Friday with the final review. And I'll get started on Steve Cutler's, Jake Cutler's, Steve, across the pond, get the Dakota Group build shaking. And I'll probably be doing something else here and there. So that'd be that. Okay, folks, that's the Skymaster right here. This completes video number 4 for the update build report on this on my Cold War group aircraft. I'll probably get another one for the Cold War aircraft going too. Okay, guys, I'm going to swing the camera over to me, and we'll see what's going on here. Okay, here I am. Here I is, folks. Okay, guys, that completes video number 4 for my Cold War group build. And like I say, folks, it goes from the 1st of this month until the 1st of January of our Lord 2016. It'll be complete. So I'll give you plenty of time, fellas, out there to finish up on your plate and hop on mine when you get a chance. And so I'm very honored you guys, fellas out there, you know, and you guys are great guys. I've been on YouTube now for over a year, and meet some great people across the pond and all over the parts of the world and everything, and it means a lot to me. Okay, guys, so next video, stay tuned. I've always got something. I'm always thinking all the time, and I'm thinking about working on a model ship. I got a nice looking wheel ship. Here's it's the Wanderer Whaler by Aurora, and I'll probably be starting on that pretty soon. I'll make a video of that. I'll make a video of that tomorrow, fellas. And what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and work on that, make a video here, and jump on some other stuff I need to finish up on. And I got my Denmark getting going, so when it starts getting cold outside, folks, the Denmark's gonna get rigged up. I'm gonna finish up my Charles Morgan over there right behind her. So I got a lot of stuff, folks, needs to be finished up. And the Lord knows I got a lot of unfinished models that need to be finished up, you know, and I got myself caught in modeler syndrome, and that's a very, very bad habit to get into, fellas. Because like I say, you start building a model file, and you put it away, you go, hey, I think I'll build that for a little bit. Pretty soon you got a bunch of unfinished projects laying around. That's how they get broken. So you don't want to get trapped in that modeler syndrome. It's bad news bears. Okay, guys, this is Frankie Day signing off right now. I'd like to thank everybody tuning in. May God bless and make Mama happy. And happy modeling. Please subscribe. And so I shall have a video tomorrow for the whaling ship by Aurora, which is a company that's out of business now for about 40 years. And it's a Wanderer whaler. It's a whaling ship. I'm going to build it straight from the box. And I think you'll get a charge out of that. It's an old kit made back in 1966. So I think you fellas out there will get a good kick out of that. So stay tuned for that. So I'll have that tomorrow. And Friday will be the final reveal for my C54 Skymaster, my group build. And I'll probably bring out another one from the Cold War group build. I think I got a couple shaking right now, fellas. So anyway, so stay tuned for that. So I'd like to thank again, one more time again, for tuning in. May God bless, and we'll catch you guys next video. Bye, fellas.